See if that's better. That's a little better. Welcome to our first episode of our new episode of New, which is Networking Empowered Women, where I interview really powerful young women doing a thing. And let me see if I can get, here we go. Guess while I get her on here, we're just gonna play. This is what our network empowered woman is all about. We are divas. Hey, Superwoman Nija.
Hello.
Diva is a female version of a husband. Okay, let's get Shotzi off of that because she's gonna get us blocked. You know, if we on there too long with her, she's gonna have us blocked. How you doing?
I'm great. I'm so excited for today. Like, seriously.
Absolutely, you should be, because I'm excited too.
Yay.
Definitely introduce yourself. Tell everybody your name, where you're from.
Okay. My name is Wumi, and I'm the founder of Superwoman Nigeria, and I'm from Nigeria. I'm proudly Nigerian. Yeah.
I had the pleasure of visiting your beautiful country last June. Or was
Really?
it July? I went in June. Yes, it's beautiful. The food, Lord, the food is
Yes. You definitely, something is a country to love, I assure you.
Absolutely. So, like, what's your background? Tell everybody, like, what is it that you do? I know you do coaching and all of that, but tell us exactly what it is that you do.
Well, in the financial industry, I have like over 7 years experience, and my background is my first degree, I studied educational management, and then I proceeded to get my master's degree in manpower training and development. And after that, I did a diploma in human resources, just because of the passion I've always had for people. Yeah, I've always loved to help people, to be there for people. So, yeah. So basically, like I said earlier, I'm the founder of Superwoman Ninja, and Superwoman Ninja is a platform, it's a networking platform, a coaching platform where I want to help women fulfill their purpose, their calling in different areas of their lives, in their personal lives, the career life, spiritual life, and in all aspects, is a platform where women can come together, they can share, they can learn from their stories, they can actually learn and take actions. It's about taking actions, taking profound actions and changing the things they really want to change about themselves. And yeah, so basically that's
Nice,
that's
nice. And what was it that like inspired your vision? Like, was there a pivotal moment in your life where something happened where you said, I want to be the person that helps encourage, motivate, inspire these young women or
yeah.
seasoned women?
Yeah. Actually, I've always been a very positive person, and like sometimes when you get this memories from Facebook and Twitter and all that, and I see my memories from years back, from like 10 years ago,
Right.
8 years ago, and like this is who I've always been. And it's not like I never knew this about myself, but before I started, I was kind of scared, I was afraid, and I was like, oh, what would people say about me?
Right.
They would say, we know what has she got to offer us this time around. People would always only say all sorts of things. And so I've always known myself rather to be someone who wants to help people, and I put all my attributes together. I always want to help people. I'm a very real person and someone that I don't talk behind people's back. I keep it real 100%.
You know how those women are, though.
Yeah.
Be talking about, they be doing the most. No.
I'm someone that I keep it real 100%. I am someone that would support a friend till the very end. I don't push a friend into something like, okay, and I turn my back. No, you never catch me saying anything behind you. I say it in front of you. I'll tell you the truth, the truth and nothing but the truth. You understand? And I don't like being cheated. I don't like people being cheated. I am always vocal. I'm a very vocal person. So I put all these attributes together and I was like, yeah, this is it. This is you have this thing, you've had it within you. This is it. This is your purpose. You understand? Because I was struggling to find my purpose at that particular time. But the highlight for me came when like 4 years ago I had an accident, right? And
You
it's
said you had
supposed
an
to be,
accident.
yes, I did.
Okay.
It this was an accident that could have cost me my life,
Okay.
or could have cost me any part of my body, could have cost me my face. Pardon me, I'm a very vain person. Could have cost me. So that very day, I was driving 8 p.m. thereabouts, and I like to speed. And as I was driving, I just like my phone was placed right by my dashboard, and a call was coming in, and I just like that split second to look at my phone, and I just lost it. And I was about eight in the car in front of me.
Right.
So as I was about doing that, I just quickly like swerved my hand, forgetting that I was on speed. And that was how I lost it. And my car went and like, the curb on the right,
Right.
the car went, hit the curb on the right, turned, hit the curb on the left, and then returned on a bridge. And I was thinking to myself, I was like,
What in the world?
is this death for me? Like, am I
So
going to die?
that kind of made you say, like, time is of the essence. I need to really get stuff done because your life flashed in front of your face.
Yeah, I was like, what's going to happen to me? At the same time, I was like, the wisdom just came to me that don't lose control of your steering. You need to grip your steering. Don't slam on the brakes. I don't know where the wisdom came from. And
Right.
because if I had slammed on the brake, because I used to imagine my car would have somersaulted and there was a lagoon at the bottom of that bridge.
Right.
So I held on firmly to my steering, and I didn't slam on the brakes until my car came. And at this point, during this period, my airbags got activated. The chassis of my car broke. My tires busted. The rims of my tire broke. And this particular bridge is a very busy bridge. This is Lagos, Nigeria, third mainland bridge. I don't know if you went through the bridge when you were in Nigeria.
I don't know. I think you drive kind of aggressively in Niger.
Yeah.
I can handle it there though.
Yeah, for those in London, for them to be able to relate, maybe like Waterloo Bridge, that was where the accident happened. You know how wide the bridge is. My car was just left, right to the very end of the bridge, like that.
Right.
Returned
Right.
with full force, returned it to the other side, and I was just like, and
Well,
at
I'm
that
glad that you're still here.
at that particular time, I was like, I won't die. I can't die. I won't die. And that was how my car was able to come to a stop. And ever since the accident, I was like, no, I'm not going to keep quiet about my purpose. I'm not going to like hide who I'm supposed to be. There's a reason why I'm supposed to be what I am today. This is who I'm supposed to be. I'm not going to keep quiet about it. I'm not going to shut up about it. And that was how Superwoman came about.
Wow.
In case you're wondering what Superwoman Nigeria really is, it's I believe every woman is super. You understand? I believe every woman is super. Every woman is a superwoman. I happen to be a woman, and the Niger aspect of it is just a slang for Nigeria.
Nice. So the topic that you actually selected was purpose, passion, and authenticity. And so it's funny because you are not the first story that I've heard many times where somebody has this accident or something that makes life real. You know life is real, but it really gets real when it flashes in front of your face.
Yeah.
So my question to you is, like, what does passion really mean to you? Like, I know that the accident gave you the purpose, or not the purpose, but the drive to really fulfill it. Because it's scary. It is absolutely scary to live your purpose, live your dreams, live exactly how you want to live. Because not just the fact that it's just difficult, but even the people around you, sometimes they just don't get it, and it's hard to just spread your wings. So what would you say in regards to purpose, passion, authenticity? Authenticity. What would you say? I got tongue tied.
Authenticity,
In
yeah.
regards to that, for someone on that journey that didn't get into an accident, it may not have got that moment where life kind of pushed you, on the ropes, and they didn't have that moment. What would you say in regards to that?
Well, purpose, I will start with purpose. Purpose is the reason you are created. Everyone has a reason why he or she was created. That is your purpose.
I agree.
Everyone, you're not on the face of the earth by mistake, by accident or something. You're here for a reason. So that is purpose. I'll just do the three together. I'll do purpose together, and
question. And shout out to Peace, because that's how we know each other. He told me all about you. I love women that is on their stuff like you. So shout out to him. But we'll get to that question. We're gonna get to that question.
Yeah. So purpose. So I'm going to put the three together in one place: purpose, passion, and authenticity. So, like I said, the purpose is the reason why you're created. The reason you're created. And your passion is what you have a strong liking for. Your desire, what you have a strong liking for, that is your passion. And simply put, authenticity is being real.
Being what?
Being real.
Okay.
You're real. You understand? That is authenticity. So, for instance, I would want to say, people would struggle. What is my purpose, right? For you to identify your purpose, I would like for you to ask yourself three questions, what am I passionate about? What do I like? And secondly, what are my strengths? What are my strengths? I have strengths. In what areas? Identify your strengths. Thirdly, what do people see you to be?
Right. Okay.
Yeah. What do people see you to be? Sometimes we struggle to answer these questions within ourselves, but we can actually get about people will trust, three people will trust, and ask them these questions about yourself. Please tell me about these things about myself. And when you've put all these things together, find the common ground amongst this, whatever the three people give to you, the answers they give to write to you or give to you. And then ask yourself again, is this true about me? Are they right? Is this true? Do an evaluation. And if it's true, ask yourself, is this what I really like doing? And if the answer is true, then I think you found your purpose. You understand? I think you found your purpose. And like I said, authenticity is being real. How real are you in fulfilling this purpose, in making people, in making people realize this is who you are? How are you fake? Are you real? How real are you? How authentic are you? You get, authenticity can come in different ways for people, but everyone is unique. Your purpose is different from my purpose. You understand?
Absolutely.
Your passion is different from my passion.
Right.
And in terms of personal life and in terms of business, right? There is never going to be the two same thing. There's not going to be two. There is always going to be a difference.
Right. The only thing I would add is one of my, I don't know if I read it or if a mentor told me, but they said one way to figure out your passion is if you would do it for free, then it's probably your passion. If it's something that you're willing to do for free, sometimes you don't even realize that you're doing it. I'm going to just say, Jay-Z used to write rhymes. And I remember his mom used to tell him something like, boy, you need to throw that book in the garbage and focus on your schoolwork. Not realizing that was his passion, or that was his purpose, rather, that led him to all the other things.
Yeah.
So what would you do for free? And the other thing you said that I love is that your purpose and my purpose is two different things. And sometimes people think you can't live, the world is so abundant. You can live your purpose, I can live my purpose, he can live his purpose, she can live their purpose, and all be extremely successful at it and effective at it, because it's so much to go around, so much.
Yeah.
So I love that. Now, have you ever had a time in your life where you were not authentic?
Hmm. I cannot possibly think of one. And the reason I said so is I've just always been like this. You understand? And back to what you said about people being different, people's purpose being different. Like I said, authenticity, it's about being real. It's about being real and being knowing that this is you, you're different. I'll take for instance, in terms of your personal life and in terms of business, for those ones going to business and like, how do I break through? People are already doing what I do. So take for instance, KFC, take for instance, McDonald's, right?
Right.
You find them on the same streets. They are
Right.
the same fast food restaurants. But McDonald's will never taste like KFC. KFC customers will never be McDonald's. You know, that is where you need to find your niche. That is where you need to find what sets you apart, what separates you. You
Right.
understand?
Right.
So
Absolutely.
that is where authenticity comes into play. And when you said I've had a time where I have never been authentic, I would say I can't think of any. Maybe if there is any at all, I would say were times where I had to be as diplomatic as possible.
Okay, gotcha.
I'm a very blunt person.
Now I know for me, and then we're going to get to this other question because it'll tie into it, is at one point, I don't know if you've ever felt this way, but it's a fear almost sometimes to be great. Let's say to look, I don't know. I know when I went over to Niger, it wasn't the same. The women were very embracing, and I'm not saying they're not embracing here in the U.S., but
Yeah.
sometimes you know how it can feel uncomfortable being exactly who you are, and it's like almost there's an old saying that says a person enters into hell when the person who they are meets the person that they're supposed to be. And so it's to bridge that gap over, or they say like one of the hardest things to do in a world like this is to be exactly who you are, is a task within itself. So what would you say, we're going to go to this question here that we have in the chat. What advice would you give to the younger female generation out there?
Well, I would say dream big and continue to dream big because ever since I was very young, I daydream a lot.
Daydream. Me too. Do you Google, like, not Google, but doodle on your papers too?
I do daydream a lot. I come from a very fairly large family, and after dinner we have this family time. We all talk, you know, the typical African family, gist, talk, you know. We have this argument with our parents and all that. But I would set myself apart, go into the room, and I'll start dreaming of where I want to be in the next 5 years, in the next 10 years. So to a younger person, a younger female, I would say continue to dream big, you know, because your life moves in the direction of your most dominant thoughts. Continue to dream big, dream and never stop dreaming. Secondly, I would say don't lose your authenticity trying to please people. Do not lose it. Trying to please.
Pleasing is a big deal. I used to be a big people pleaser, you know.
Yeah.
And that means that you really care about what people, you should care about what people think, but not to the extent
To an
where
extent.
it's unhealthy, you know.
To an extent.
Say it again.
Yeah, it shouldn't define. I said to an extent. That shouldn't define you.
Right. It shouldn't make you, you know, be what they think you are, you know. But at the same, sometimes people give you, who love you, constructive criticism. That's totally different. But I totally agree with that. How do you handle distractions? Because I know for me, I've been in business for, oh Lord, I'm getting up there. I've been in business for almost 15 years. And one of the biggest challenges that I had to learn, I probably was the worst business person in my first 6 years of my career. And the biggest thing for me was distractions. So how do you handle distractions? You know, whether it's business, personal, whatever, how do you handle distractions?
Yeah. Before I answer that question, let me drop one more thing for advice to a younger generation.
Okay.
Do not you can actually give your life. Sorry, you can actually give yourself the life you desire if you work hard for it.
Wait, say it
You don't
again.
have, you can to a younger generation, to a younger female generation, you can give yourself the life you desire if you work hard for it.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
You don't
Yes.
have to wait for anybody to give you the kind of life you desire. You can give yourself the type of life you desire if you work hard for it. And
I
back
like
to your
that.
question. Back to
You
your
making me want to
question.
give some advice to them too, but go ahead.
Yeah. So back to your question. Yeah, sometimes I get distracted. I'm not fully into business like that. I still do my 9 to 5. But then what I do to get me right back on track is I set goals for myself. Even in 2020, there's some people who still believe I don't have to set goals. I know what I want to do. Believe me, it's a lot different when you set goals, especially when you write your goals down.
I was just about to ask you, do you write them down? Because
Yeah.
honestly, have you ever wrote a shopping list out? When you go
Yeah.
shopping and you write out the list, if you forget the list in your brain, you still can kind of see it. You might forget 2 or 3 items, but if something happens when paper and thought connect, I totally
Yeah.
agree with that.
There's something about writing down your dreams that your subconscious mind always goes back to it. I'm telling you, your subconscious mind always goes back to it. So I write down my dreams. Yes, I get distracted sometimes. Yes, there's some pains I actually I sleep a lot.
You
I
said you
love my
sleep?
sleep.
You sleep a lot.
I love my beauty sleep. I'm trying to cut on that. You understand? So sometimes I get demotivated and all that, but when I go back to my list and I think of my goals and my vision, I'm like, you need to do something.
You need to get
Writing it
up,
down,
girl. Get your butt up.
writing it down is just how it keeps me going. I always go back to it. I'm like, okay, what point are you now? What have you achieved and all that? So there's always something about writing down your goals. It's if you go back to it, let's say you give yourself a new year resolution, go back to you see that you've actually achieved about 70% of what you've written down,
Right.
unlike you not writing it down.
Do you believe in dream boards?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, yeah, I love dream board. I have to do another one, but I do love those where you write it down. It's something about, it's just visualization. It's actually
Yeah,
scientific, you know, just like when you buy a new car, you're going to see that car everywhere. You know, you didn't see it before, but now that you got it, you're going to see it everywhere because
yeah,
it's out of sight. They say out of sight, out of mind. So if it's in sight, it's in mind. So
yeah.
let's get not political, but let's get BM. Oh, that's my sister. Hey, Nani. Let's just look at the comments real quick. We're going to just give a quick shout out to
Okay.
Tori. I see I Am a Hero, King of Raleigh, Fees, Wazi, Man of the Year, Zanita. That's my sister. Good news. Okay, that's that. Okay, somebody said that's facts. Now, let's get to, did you see the George Floyd video?
Yeah, I did.
What was your emotion when you saw it? Like, what's your thoughts when you saw that video?
I believe it's like it was unbelievable. Like the treatment he received, the way he was treated is just a disregard to him, to his life, to his race, even to humanity at large. It's a
Right.
disgrace and is a disregard to humanity. No man, nobody should be treated like that, irrespective of the color of your skin or whatever. Nobody should be treated like that. And I'm glad that justice is serving itself, as in it's been like taking its place now. So it's justice needs to take full course. And
Absolutely. It was
yeah.
so tragic. Like I watched it so many times, but I didn't. I watched it maybe 4 days ago with the whole thing, and I'm like, that is the most beautiful thing about the tragedy, though, is the whole entire world showing support for solidarity for Black people. And even when I turned on Amazon, I'm excited just to see every company and everywhere just showing support. So I thought we would definitely give a shout out to Black Lives Matter.
Yeah.
Because it's a good
Black,
time.
Black
It's a great
life,
time, though. I'm proud of everybody. I really am.
yeah, Black life matters, and all lives would definitely matter if Black life matters.
Right.
Yeah,
Until that happens, then it
yeah.
doesn't. Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. So as we get winding down, well, let me ask you just a personal question. What's your favorite color?
I like flashy things. I like colorful things. I would say red, pink, but if I want to tone it down, I go for nudes. Yeah.
Okay. Mine is pink and black. I love pink and black. I like colors too, but it's something about that pink and black. Okay.
Yeah.
And then it was something else I wanted to ask you about your coaching and your programs and the things that you put out. What is it that makes you different from anyone else? Specifically, one or two things that would stand out between you and everyone else.
Yeah, I would say I'm a human authenticity coach. Yeah. Yeah, lots of coaches out there who are focused on confidence. Yes, confidence is good, but what sets me apart is I am an authenticity coach. Confidence and authenticity, they are two separate things. You can be confident in the wrong ways and not authentic. But if you're authentic, you are automatically confident, you know? And I want to really say some things about authenticity. You know, some people would say authenticity. People say it in different ways or forms. People would say, in the physical aspect, people would say, "Oh, I want to be authentic, so I wouldn't do wigs. I wouldn't, do makeup. I want to be natural and stuff like that." In my own, well, India, that's their own opinion. For my own side, the way I view authenticity, I think is more deep-seated. I think the physical aspect is superficial. I think authenticity has to do with your character. It has to do with you knowing how to say no, saying no when you mean no, saying your truth. I am an advocate of truth. No matter the circumstances, no matter what circumstances, or no matter the whatever comes out of it, I always say my truth. And I realize that there are too few people out there who are bold enough to say their truth, who are bold enough to say no when they mean no, who are bold enough to challenge the status quo. You know, so
Mhm.
many people do things and within them they don't want to do it because they want to please people, or they want to be like the white sheep, let me put it that way. They want to, they want to just blend, they want to blend and hold that. But you don't have to do that. You have to stand out. You have to speak your mind. And the benefit of being authentic is just, it's very, very enormous. Like it's a freedom. There's a
It's peaceful,
freedom you
yes, absolutely. I
there's
agree
a
with that.
freedom you get from being authentic, because you've spoken your truth, your truth. There's a freedom you get. Your freedom. It takes integrity, actually. It takes integrity. It takes honesty to be an authentic person, and this is what sets me apart. Yes, I do confidence, but then authenticity is just what sets me apart because I am someone who says the truth, 100%. I'll say my truth. I'm blunt. I am a very vocal person, and I've worked in a corporate environment for several years, and I know what it means for people to play politics. I know what it means for people to do eye service. I know
Yeah,
what it means when you're seen as a black sheep because you're being authentic. Yeah, sometimes it may not be easy because it's a lonely place to be. People
yes,
like to go with the flow, I don't do that. I move with what is true, what is genuine, what is authentic. So but like I said, it takes integrity, it takes honesty, it takes you being truthful, it takes you being free. It's a freedom from fear, from vibration, from fear, from you being a shadow of yourself, you being real, you being true to yourself. So that is what I do in my coaching, and that is what sets me apart.
Woo! Okay, all right, Superwoman Nigel. I like that. I didn't even know that was the key point of the difference between the two. And I do
Yeah.
like the point that you made. You can be authentic, and no, you can be confident and not authentic, but you can't be
Yeah.
authentic and not confident. So
Yeah.
that's amazing. How can um before I go to that, before I tell people
Yeah.
how to get in touch with you, we said something about the younger generation, but what would you say to your younger self? If you could go
So,
back and talk to Superwoman Nigel 10 years ago, what would you tell her?
I would say, to my younger self, I would just say, dream bigger. I would say dream bigger. I would say, yeah, I would just say dream bigger because I used to dream when I was growing up, so it's something I used to do. But I'll just say dream bigger, and yeah, sometimes even myself, sometimes I still struggle with what people would say. I still struggle with, with, oh, what if I'm rejected? I still
Right.
struggle with that. You understand? So it's not like everyone is 100% there, but it's just you breaking free from it and not letting you, tie you down and stop you from being who you're supposed to be. So I would say, you know, dream bigger and then, go for it. Just go for it. Even if you be rejected, keep knocking, keep knocking, keep knocking until you break through.
Beautiful. Now, how can people get in contact with you? If someone wanted to get your coaching, they want to take advantage of your programs, or how would they get connected with you?
Yeah, I can be reached through my social media platforms like Facebook, on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is my name, Wumi Adebowale.
Spell it
That's
for
my.
them.
Sorry?
Can you spell it for them so they can know exactly?
Okay, can I type it? Is
Yes,
this something like
type it, type it.
so on LinkedIn? This is me, and on Facebook, on Twitter is Superwoman Niger, and of course on this platform is Superwoman Niger. On my website, most especially is I'll type that out, www.superwomanniger.org. That's my website, and you have my coaching programs, and I have a course, and also let me say one thing before I forget. Authenticity also has to do with self-love. Yeah. How much do you love yourself?
Right.
Yes. Right. So I actually put together a course that I titled 30 Days of Self-Love. It consists of 30 days affirmation, self-love affirmation, action plan, and work plan. Because coaching is not about coaching is different from counseling. Coaching is helping you discover what is within you, helping you find the right answers. I can't give you the answers. You have to dig deep. You have to do the work yourself. I will only guide you to unravel those things that you never knew about yourself. So that is what coaching is about. So I have action plans, I have work plans, and it's called 30 Days of Self-Love. And also, like my coaching program is also there. And if anyone wants to book, you can book in there on my website. Yeah, and also I do blogging. I write blogs. I write on different topics, inspirational topics, motivational topics. So all this can be found on my website, www.supermanager.org.
Absolutely. And this interview is going to be on my social media, my Instagram, but I'm also going to put it on my site, zakira.com. I'm going to give a shameless plug. Y'all want to purchase the books. They are there as well. But I want to
Thank you
say,
for that.
absolutely. I will definitely put this on our site so that everyone can take advantage of this powerful interview. And I think it also just goes to show y'all need to go get those workbooks. You need to try her out. Even if you don't do coaching, at least get one of the workbooks. I think really taking time out to do self-care mentally is very important.
Yeah.
Like you said, I think the things that you stand for is very rare. You know, finding your passion, your purpose, and authenticity is something that is something that people struggle with. And I know for a long time that was me. And so I'm excited about this. Any last words? Something that you were thinking that you said, Dag, I wish I would have said that you might be thinking right now that you want to share before we wrap up.
Well, yeah, basically that's it. I think that is all to it, and I would want to say, like, for being authentic, you know, I once said people like to say, oh, physically, oh, you have to be authentic. To me, it's more about character, because so many times I've been judged by my looks. When I was in university, people never thought I was a very serious student, and then when they see me study and I come out with the A's and B's, like, oh, this is, we actually talking by our physical appearance. And then people would say, oh, she doesn't look like someone that can cook, but I'm a very good cook, like seriously. And people have always said, oh, you look like a carefree person. I'm a very spiritual person. I have this close relationship with God. I pray, and all that. So it's not about, don't judge people by their outward appearance. You know, it's a very deep-seated thing. It's a very deep-seated thing. And yeah, and that is why I'm very, very passionate about authenticity. I'm really, really passionate about it. So yeah, I think that's all to it.
All right. Well, definitely thank you for joining us for this is our new episode on New, which is Networking Empowering Women. You just heard from Superwoman Nija. My name is Ikira Casado. I want to thank y'all for joining us. And please share this video. Sharing is caring. If anything in this video, even one thing was something that was good nuggets for you, don't be selfish. Sharing is caring. All right.
Yeah.
What does this mean? Wait. I need a translation. Wumi is an epitome of authenticity. I like that. Okay. All right. You better come in here and give a plug. But that's all, guys. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
We'll see you guys next time on the next new episode. Bye, everybody.
Yeah. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. You're welcome. See you soon.